General Motors did achieve two pretty impressive things in 2022. For one, they outsold Toyota. People have been saying, but, they're going to lose that sales crown. No, they're not. Not to Toyota anyway, that's for sure. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers and welcome back everyone else. 2022, fourth quarter for General Motors. Well, it was a good one. 2021, they sold 26 electric cars. 26. You need to see the video I made about that. However, in 2022, in the fourth quarter, GM had a massive turnaround in their fortunes. They delivered 16,286 electric cars. That's a good result. That's a lot better than 2021. Is it a great result? Absolutely not. It's definitely an improvement though. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, Toyota could bounce back. Well, I've got to make a point to you that's well worth considering. The top 10 best-selling cars in the US in 2022, well, one of them was an electric car, the Tesla Model Y. It was the sixth best-selling car in the whole of America, period. Sixth best-selling. And its sales grew by around 35% in 2022. Every other car in the top 10 in America, every single one, every single model lost sales versus 2021. Every single one. Some of them by up to 40%. So do you really think Toyota's going to have this miraculous bounce back by selling gasoline-powered cars in 2023 or 2024 or 2025? That's highly improbable. Listen, even if you hate electric cars, even if that's your thing, or even if you hate Tesla, it's really not the point here. The point is, let's look at this logically. It's just not going to happen. GM will keep that sales crown until somebody takes it away from them who are not called Toyota. There is a chance that could be Tesla, but that won't happen for quite a number of years yet. Analysts have just said on CNBC they think it might happen by 2030. Others are saying it won't. Others are saying GM will crush Tesla. Depends on who you want to believe here. It's interesting hearing these different opinions. You know what I think. You all know what I think, of course. So General Motors is now the largest seller of vehicles once again in the US in 2022. Now, it held that sales crown for, I don't remember what it was, about 70, 80 years. Long time. And it just lost it last year for the first time to Toyota. It's gained it back. And like I said, well done to General Motors in 2022. Hopefully we see more electric vehicle production in 2023. They're saying they'll be able to produce more than 70,000 Chevy Bolts and Bolt EVs in 2023. But for context, Tesla just already produced the equivalent. The Model 3 and the Model Y are basically the EUV and the Bolt. They're the same sort of thing. Those two cars from General Motors are the same sort of car. And they're going to produce around 75, maybe 75 to 70,000 next year. Obviously, Tesla just sold 460,000. In fact, might be 470,000 Model 3s and Model Ys in the US. So they've got a long way to go to get to those numbers. And some analysts are saying they will. They're saying that they're going to do it in about 2025, maybe 2026. And they're going to crush Tesla by 2027. I think that's laughable. I think you've got to ask yourself the question, who's paying them to say that kind of thing? Because that's just silly. But General Motors, whilst they are doing very, very well with their gasoline-powered sales in the US, you got to remember, unfortunately, the gasoline sales make up around 97% of all vehicle sales for GM in the US. Now, that's a lot better than Toyota, but it's still a lot worse than some companies. And right now, GM is actually starting to lose ground on Hyundai, Kia, and Ford. According to GM's press release, the auto group sold 16,100 Chevy Bolt and Bolt EVs, 86 Cadillac Lyrics, only 86. There's a lot of people canceling their orders, buying different cars because they're having to wait too long. 86. 72 GMC Hummer EVs. GM were very excited. They told everyone we've sold some. They sold one of the Edition 1. It's called the Edition 1, and they sold one in the fourth quarter of 2021, right? And then they sold 72 in the fourth quarter of 2022. So they haven't ramped up GMC Hummer sales at all. 72 over 3 months. That's virtually nothing. I mean, Ferrari make more supercars than that in 3 months. I don't really understand why it's so difficult for them, considering there is, I mean, what have they got? More than 100,000 pre-orders. At this rate, it's going to take about 100 years if you place an order now to get your Hummer EV. So you can see why the markups are massive. Now, people are saying the Chevy Bolt is becoming the EV for the people. And if you look at the prices, that might be true. But the only thing is, GM have just increased the price, and there's been a lot of horror stories, people emailing me saying they're offering the sticker price plus a little bit more, they can't get one. They're saying it's not possible. GM dealers are marking the prices up pretty significantly. If that's been your experience, let me know. If it hasn't, let me know either way. Then I can tell everyone what's actually going on. Other achievements GM said they made. They said they became the #1 automaker for customer loyalty, maintaining their rank as the #1 pickup truck maker for a 9th straight year, and several achievements from its EV subsidiary Brightdrop, which are actually pretty damn impressive. Brightdrop, in my opinion, is the most impressive thing that GM have done in the last decade. I'll put a link in the description below to my video about that. You need to check that out, because really that's what everyone should be talking about, but no one is. They're just sort of pretending they don't care or that nothing's happening. Now, Brightdrop actually increased its fleet sales by 100% in the 4th quarter, marking the best year for GM's commercial sales since 2006. And that, my friends, that's an achievement. Overall, GM brand sold a combined 2.2 million vehicles in the US in 2022, with a very large percentage of those being sold in the 4th quarter, 623,261. Most of those come from Chevrolet, which has lost a huge amount of market share in China. So fortunately, they're holding on to market share in the US, 413,560. GMC, 143,645. Cadillac, only 39,000. Buick, only 26,912. Obviously, Cadillac and Buick both struggling. GM also included details on its electric vehicle. GM is a global company focused on advancing an all-electric future that is inclusive and accessible to all. The press release begins. At the heart of this strategy is the Ultium battery platform, which will power everything from mass market to high-performance vehicles. Now, right now, this narrative from the media saying GM is selling the car for the people. I mean, imagine if Volkswagen made the Beetle, right? And they sold these kind of numbers. Would we really look back in history and say that was a car for the people? I don't think so. I think it's ridiculous. I think this claim is just totally non-fact based. Now, yes, it's affordable, and I've been telling people to buy it. I've been saying, if you can get one for this price, go and buy it. It's really good value. But that's the key issue. How many are they making? Can you really call a car made in small numbers the car for the people? Now, you may be able to in 2024, 2025. Yeah, I'll give you that. Probably will happen then. Is it going to happen this year, next year? Is it going to happen in 2023? No, they're saying they can make 70,000, right? Worldwide, 70,000. We're talking about a car market of 77 million. Is 70,000 really relevant to a world car market of that size? No, of course not. The reason the Volkswagen Beetle was called the car for the people because they made millions of them and they were affordable. So when they make millions, then we can give it that moniker. Then it would be fair. So the top 10 best-selling cars in 2022, 2 of them were from GM. Ford was first with the F-Series, 653,000. Chevrolet was second with the Silverado, 513,000. Third place was the Ram pickup with 468,000. RAV4 was in 4th with 399,000. The Toyota Camry was in 5th with 295,000. The Tesla Model Y was in 6th. First time ever in history that an EV has placed in the top 10, 252,000. GMC Sierra, obviously another GM vehicle, had 241,522 sales. The Honda CR-V was in 8th place with 238,000, but it lost 34% of its sales versus the previous year. Toyota Tacoma was also down 6% with 237,000 sales, 9th place. And in 10th place, the Jeep Grand Cherokee, 223,345. Now, the only other EV in the top 20, in fact, the top 50 in the United States, was actually the Tesla Model 3, 211,000 sales. Not too far off 10th place, Jeep Grand Cherokee with 223,000. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think GM will have a successful year in 2023? But what about these claims that GM will crush Tesla by 2028 and sell more EVs than Tesla in that year. Now, a lot of analysts are saying that's what they're going to do. I'm a bit dubious, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, my friends, have a great day. Bye-bye.